All right, happy Friday, everyone. Hey, Willow, what do you think about what we're doing today?
The puppy's with us today.
Oh, okay. She's got a little puppy with us. So what are we going to do today, Willow? What is this?
We're gonna make a terrarium.
Terrarium. Very cool, folks. So for today, maybe you just watch, or maybe you have collected your items and you are ready to do it with us. But if you want, all you really need today is just to sit and watch. And I am going to go off of these pamphlets that I sent to you guys. It tells you step by step what you're doing and how to do it. So that's pretty cool. And then in about a week or so, we're going to pull this guy out and you'll be able to answer your questions. And it says on there, in about 2 weeks, it wants you to chart in what you're experiencing through your environment that you're making. So the first thing you got to do is you have to understand why we're even making this. So making a terrarium. Making a terrarium, which is on this card, what it is, it's a greenhouse. And it's an ideal environment for plants to grow. It's clear walls, let sunlight in, and then trap the heat, air inside. Life exists on Earth because our planet is like a giant greenhouse. Earth's atmosphere absorbs and holds the heat from the sun through this process called the greenhouse effect. And so we are going to be using this. Now, obviously, is our world, Willow, wrapped in glass? No, but it is wrapped in greenhouses, and so this is what this is going to be experiencing. We're going to be putting some soil inside, and we're going to be putting in the materials that it needs to live. And what's it going to do is the energy from the sun is going to come in, it's going to do its job in here, and it's going to create not only the water cycle, the greenhouse effect, and photosynthesis. So a lot of beautiful things happen within this environment. So the first thing you got to do is you got to wipe down the inside of your container. So here you go, Will. Go ahead and wipe it on down. Go ahead and get in there and wipe it on down. And while she's wiping it down, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what you will need for this if you want to do one for your home. You do not need a big container. I have actually done this in a very small container. I've done it in about this size. But if you do, you need to make sure it has a glass or clear walls.
Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this.
What's that from?
Nothing.
It's from riding bikes.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so you need one tall, clear container. You need potting soil, okay?
Mama.
You need small plants. So we have some of the, I wish Michelle Bird was here because I don't know what that's called. But this is the kind of stuff that grows on trees and outside on the dirt. And then we also have this small plant here we're going to put inside. And no, again, I do not know the name of this plant. But if you guys do when you watch it and you want to tell us, please let us do. Or maybe Miss Amanda can get, Miss Amanda has this plant identifier. Maybe I could get that on my phone and check it out. And then you also need some pebbles or some broken rocks.
All puppy.
You also need some of this filtered charcoal. And then you need thermometers because you're going to have one that's on the inside of the environment and you're going to have one that is on the outside of the environment. And that lets you know. And you also need some water. All right. So after you have all those environments and materials, you are ready to rock and roll. So the first step we said was wiping out the container. Will, did you wipe it out? All right, the second is to place a layer of pebbles in the containers. So here's our pebbles. So Will's going to open this up. Let me flip my camera around. Yep, we're going to go ahead and open up the pebbles.
All of it, Mommy?
Let's just put a nice little layer down. Yeah, you can go ahead and use all of it. So go ahead and dump that in. It's going to be a little noisy. Just going to set that down. Go ahead and dump it in. There you go. Go ahead, get it in there. There's our layer of pebbles. Very cool. Kind of mix it around. Make sure we actually get a layer. Make sure it's all the way through. There's that. Okay, check. Done. Turn it over. All right, next you'll need to cover the pebbles with a thin layer of fine charcoal. So here is this. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. There we go. Let me set that back down. Sorry, friends. I need both hands. There we go. A thin layer. I'm going to go ahead and just pour it into here, and then Willow's going to sprinkle it in there. Can you go ahead and sprinkle it in the container? And you kind of want it to be, we'll go ahead and get it more comfortable so you can, there you go. There you go, and kind of sprinkle it in there so you want it all the way across. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'm going to put a little bit more in there if you don't mind. Just a little bit. Willow, no thanks. Don't shake it because then it settles to the bottom. All right, so don't shake it, because if you do shake it, what happens is that the heavier pieces will settle down towards the bottom, right? So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure we're keeping those layers in there as we're applying them. And then it says, add about an inch of potting soil over the charcoal. So here's your potting soil.
Need a puppy.
No, you don't need a puppy. Move your hand. All right, so here's the potting soil.
I'll do it.
Okay, get it, girlfriend. Here, actually, let's go in the kitchen. Come here. I'm going to move this over here, folks, so she gets it on the ground, right? It won't matter. All right, Willow, come on over. All right, here we go.
You do need a puppy.
All right, so...
You have
All right, Will, go ahead and get it in there.
Your puppy. We need a puppy.
All right, she's going to put about an inch of soil in. So here we go.
It's so yummy. It's still worms in here.
Nope. No worms in this dirt. I know, right? Bummer. There we go. And then you see we're getting this really cool layer effect. We got the green layer, now we're getting the dirt layer. Plant's gonna really like this and be really happy with it. Okay, let me just turn this around so you can get some over here. There you go, and do one more scoop over there. All right, so she's gonna put that last scoop in there, and we'll have that. All right, so it says, yep, we did that one, check, done. Place the thermometer on the soil near the edge of the container so it is easy to read the thermometer container. So here's the thermometer. Let's come over here with our instructions. Willow, be careful, don't pat it down, please. All right, so now, Willow, you're gonna stick this in and put it on the edge so we can see it. So put it on the edge and have it facing outwards so we can read it through the glass. Nope, you gotta put it upright. There you go, so you can read it right, read the numbers upright. Stick it on the edge. There you go, just like that, and shove it on down. Perfect. Okay, let go. And now you can see it in there now. Very cool. A little over 70 degrees in there. All right, check, done. All right, create a little hole in the soil. Place 1 or 2 small plants in the terrarium, and you may need to add a little bit more soil so the roots are covered. And so now we're gonna put our plants in there. Are you ready?
Yeah, puppy might need. If you have a puppy,
And so
if you have a puppy, that would be better.
I am gonna add a little bit more dirt because I want my environment to have a nice foundation for it to grow into. Put a little bit more in. All right. So then also I can make a hole too. All right, so I got this nice cool little plant that we're gonna put in there. So I'm gonna put that right there. We've got my planter. We also have these cool little things we're gonna put in there, some pebbles. Some of that fungus stuff that grows. Okay, so let me set this up like this. There we go.
If you guys had a puppy, it'll make it more fun. Cause we have a puppy.
Get nice soil. Put this guy right in here.
Mommy, you just made
Okay, and
dirt.
then I'm going to, well, that's why we're on the hard surface. So if you got dirt, it's okay. And then we're gonna,
We're on the floor, so it was not okay.
all right, so there's that, friends. So now the plant is in there. Hi, Jude.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, very cool.
Where's the scissors?
You're gonna have to wait. Mommy's not free right now, and you can't use scissors on your own. All right, so there's that. And so now let's get the other, let go. All right, now let's get the other plants. And I'm gonna move this over to our environment to move back and forth. Here we go. All right, so now I wanna apply these guys in here. So I'm gonna put this guy in. Here you go, buddy. Do your thing. Maybe put a rock in there. Ooh, yeah. Maybe put a stick in there.
Can I open it?
Ooh, and I'll put some more of this fungus in there because it's just beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but I love seeing this stuff in the environment. I find it very beautiful. So there you go. There's our environment. And then we need a little bit of water. So let's get some water. All right, Will, you ready to put some water in there?
Not yet.
Not yet, she says. All right, let me get you some water. All right, Will, here you go. Okay, let's read, make sure it doesn't ask for a certain amount. It says, water the plants until the soil is moist but not soggy. So you want it to be moist but not soggy. And it says place the terrarium in a well-lit window but not too sunny. Place the second thermometer next to the terrarium. Over the next few days, absorb the terrarium closely. If water droplets do not form on the inside, add a little bit more water. If mold develops, remove the top and leave it off for a few days and let the soil dry. Okay, so what we gotta do now is we gotta add some water. Will, you wanna add some water? Oh, and that's really cool. I'm gonna show you. Look at those layers. So we have the pebbles, we have the new soil, and then we have that older soil, and then we have the environment growing. That is so cool. I love the way that look. I love nature levels, or nature layers. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna just give it some moisture, muck it up. Just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna call that good. It's absorbing it fairly quickly. I'm gonna call that a day, because the top moist was pretty moist in there. Very cool. All right, and then we put the lid on top. Bam. And we're going to place this outside, and I'm going to put this on there like this. I'll probably place it like that, and then we'll place it outside, and we're just going to be watching it over the next few days. I will be checking base with you guys, telling you what the temperatures are and how they're flowing and what's the difference, and just kind of keeping you informed. And I would love to see what your terrariums look like. I would love to see what you guys come up with. So if you have made one, please post it. Please share with me. I would love to see it. I hope you guys are having a great Friday, and I will see you Monday. Bye for now, friends.